Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another sold-out Raw event from Portland, Oregon.
Well, it's been too long since Raw has come to Portland, JR. These fans are going crazy.
What a reversal.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I follow like I see it, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. There's the reversal.
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayer.
There's the pin.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind. There, he went straight for the pin. No flies on him. A textbook reversal there, and it's been reversed. Boy, I don't know what Mickie James' problem is, but this girl is spooky as a pet too, no doubt about it.
That's a little harsh, JR. I prefer to think of her as feisty.
I know what you'd prefer, but the simple fact of the matter is that this young...
Oh, boy. This is getting nasty, JR.
That's for sure, King. Excellent counter. What ring presence?
What a counter!
That went nowhere.
About ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Going... Oh, man! That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention. There's the submission! There might not be any way out of it!
There better be! But we're going to see a tap out right here! After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is...
Boy, you talk about being beat like a government. I don't know how much more. Her opponent is dazed and confused. Can she capitalize?
She sure can, JR. That mid kick will do a number on anyone. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. What a disgusting display. I guess a little sportsmanship was too much to ask for.
You know what they say, all's fair in love and war, JR. And those two love each other.
Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?